Look, Jordy got something in the mail today. Jordy got something in the mail today. So let's open it up quick before we start this carving. Heavy hand scissors. So I believe this piece is from a fellow Canadian. Actually, he lives in British Columbia. His name is Ron Walters. He's a beginning wood carver, but Ron has found his own style. It's more, I know what this is because I told him how much I loved him, and he said he'd love to send me one. So, but Ron has found his own style, and I just think it's so cool, you know. He does. He lives in Powell River, so he's got the crazy access to driftwood on the beaches there. If you guys want to Google Powell River, it's a beautiful place. My grandpa used to log there on Goat Island. So let's pull this out here and look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. Look how beautiful it is. I know this is yellow cedar. So you guys, if you want to look at his Facebook, Ron Walter. He uses this white part with, I believe, white stain. And this is darker stain. That a boy, Ron. Ron Walter. I love it, man. I really do. And this is a heavy piece of yellow cedar. It's heavy. That's your style, man. See, guys, Ron found his style. And he's going to only progress because he's a beginning wood carver too. And he's going to only progress and get better as he goes along, and he's going to find different ways to do different things, right? Very cool, Ron. I love it. And it's such a nice, smooth piece. Like, it just looks so clean. So let me put this aside for a second. You got a note here. Hope you didn't put money in here, Ron. Just kidding. Oh, he's got his cards. Wicked. Good for you. Driftwood. Okay, let's see here. Driftwood Creations. There's his, if you guys want to take a snapshot of this. My eyes are so bad I can't read what the bottom says. There's his phone number. I don't know if you want people calling you or not, Ron. And you've got other different types of cards here too. It's good to have your cards, guys, because look at, oh look. See? He's got his wood carvings on the back of his cards. So that, see guys, that's his style. There's the, I follow him on Facebook, and we've become pretty good friends. We chat on Facebook Messenger. He only lives 2 ferries away from me, so, and I got some friends that live on Powell River too. And my family has a history way back there. Actually, I have some family that live in Powell River too. Oh, there's one of those faces. I got to carve one of these on one of my videos coming up here soon. Like those stone faces. Driftwood Creations, Ron Walter. Well, you don't want to maybe say your address. But great job on the cards, Ron. So yeah, so guys, it's good to have yourself cards because look, it says what he is. He's a wood carver, you know. Let's read this note. Sorry guys, my reading's terrible, but I'll do my best. Hi Jordy, hope your carving arrived in good condition. This started off as large branch from a yellow cedar. Tree. Oh, it started off from a yellow cedar tree that a friend who was a lot larger girl. No, hold on. Okay, let me start again here. I'm going to try and read it when it's not on camera so I can see it better because my glasses I needed better glasses. Hope your carving arrived in good condition. This started off as a large branch from a yellow cedar tree that a friend who was a logger have given me. Hope you're enjoying it. Take care, Ron Walter. Well, Ron, thank you, man. I'll love it, and it's going to go with my carvings that all the other people send me too. And you'll be seeing lots of those other carvings that my subs give me in some upcoming future Carving Fusion videos. Love it, Ron. I can still smell the stain. Ah, she's fresh, but this is a heavy piece of yellow cedar, boy. Okay, I got to get carving. So I'll be putting this downstairs with all my other stuff. Thanks, Ron. Okay, so here I am, once again, safe at home. Hey, this virus thing, I just hope everybody's being safe, but it just gives me a reason to stay home and carve more. And I hope the same for all of you guys, too. Or if you don't carve, or just find some kind of art to do. So I'm stumped right now with this piece. This is a piece I got, a piece of driftwood. Don't know what type of wood it is. I'm thinking it might be Douglas fir. It's from an old tree. It's a big piece of bark, like the skin. It's not the, sorry, it's old trunk, a root thing from a tree. Okay, it's just like the skin of a root. So you can see how thin it is. All in here is punky wood, right? Let's see here. See? That's all crap. So all of this inside's all junk. So when I'm done carving this, I'm going to have about that much room to carve. So I friggin' don't know what I'm going to carve in it, but I know I've actually, trust me, I've messaged Pete, my buddy Pete. I've messaged Just Carve Rob and said, what should I carve today? They said, well, whatever I do. Pete says, whatever I do should turn out great. Rob says I should just, I'm going to carve some mushrooms pretty soon too, guys. They're real simple carves. But I don't know what I'm going to carve in this yet. I just don't. See how thin it is? See that right here? The closest piece to you? That's how thin. So this piece is going to be negative spaces. There's going to be lots of cutout pieces in this. So I got my, so how I challenge myself is when I'm stumped and I don't know what I'm going to do, is I'm going to just start cleaning up the outside of this wood, okay? Take the thin gray layer off of it, because this is going to be a beautiful piece of wood. And I guarantee it 100% this is going to be oiled, okay? Promise you, I can't change my mind. I know I always change my mind as I go. But once I start cleaning this wood up with this Merlin 2, okay? I got this less aggressive disc on here. It will act like kind of like a sander, hit it lightly. Once I start cleaning up, my mind will open up and I'll come to a decision by the time it's all cleaned up. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, so like back in the day when I was younger, still am. I'm a metalhead. I like heavy metal music, like old Slayer, Metallica. I like all types of music. I don't like country, but yes, I am one of those Rush fans too. And God rest Neil Peart, the greatest drummer in the world. But yeah, so today I'm going to be listening to Rush, and I don't care for all of you those that don't like the band of Rush. If you know music and instruments, they're one of the greatest bands in the world. Like they know how to play their instruments the best. Okay, bye. Okay, so Rush wasn't really helping me today because nothing really came to me. Excuse me, when I was cleaning this up. You can see there's some spalting in there, and I don't have I cleaned up the back a bit too. Do you know what this kind of makes me think of? This is what I'm talking about, guys. Opening your imagination. This kind of makes me think of that, what's that character? Groot? Groot? Lots of people are carving him. You know, just maybe because of the head. But anyway, so I still don't know. You guys think basically I'm going to carve like a wood spirit in here with negative faces. But, you know, like I cleaned up the back. So you can have it like this. You know, make a stand for it. You can see how it's shaped, right? Make a stand for it. And then I got an old thing like this that I got at the thrift store. It was on a plaque that I carved for my nephew. But you can put something like this in there. You know, you guys, when it comes to art, this isn't like I don't touch anybody else's carvings. Like if there's an old piece, if there's a piece of wood worth $1 million and there's a carving on it, and the carving really sucks from like Africa or whatever, I don't know, I won't touch it because it's I won't mess with somebody else's art. I don't care if it's production or whatever. But this is rubber. You know, you can melt this piece with your torch in the back and then make it place nice in there. You know, it's cool. I think it's super cool. You know, I want to carve a piece like this with a cabin in it and some trees and stuff like that, but that's just not really what I want to do today. But I will be doing something like that, you know, like an old cabin here. and then have like smoke coming off and trees. I don't know. I still might do it, but I don't know. I just kind of, I want to make this piece for like negative spaces. Let's call this a tribute to Peter Blair. Negative spaces. Okay. I got to drink some more coffee and think about it more. Okay, so that's kind of what I got so far. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, but that's okay. I'm going to start carving. Maybe once I start carving, I'll start feeling it. I'm going to switch the music over to Tool. Tool's, I love that band, guys. If any of you know it, it's heavy, but there's a lot of melodic parts in it. So that's what I'm going to be listening to instead of Rush today is Tool. Freaking rights. Okay, guys, to do this carving today, once again, I'm going to be using my Kutzall Extreme 1/8 Flame Burr. Go to the description below. Use the code CFusion. I do believe Kutzall sold out of these burs right now because of this virus thing. And I don't know. I talked to the Kutzall and they said, well, they're sold out, but they do have some more in production because from previous production. So there will be some more available soon. So I'm going to start carving this. I don't know where it's going to go. Let's see. It might not work out. Might work out, might not. Tell you something right now, this old tough piece of wood is just not speaking to me today. You can see here I cut through there. See where it's dark right here? That's cut through. So there's a couple layers, so it's getting real thin there. It's kind of cut through there on the left-hand side of the nose. It's just not speaking to me. I don't know if this is the right choice, but you got to keep moving forward, right? So when I look at this piece, I just had a break drinking some coffee. When I look at this piece, sitting back looking at it, this is what I suggest you guys should do too, right? Like, I see, even though I got his beard going this way, sorry, his mustache going this way, I see he's kind of tilted this way, like this way. So I see hair coming up like that. See those lines? I don't know. Today's one of those days, guys. I just don't know. But I'm going to keep going at it, and we'll see if it turns out. Let's just keep carving. I also want to, so here it's going to be cut out, okay? I know I'm going to have this, it's going to be empty here, like negative space. But I want to have it, I thought I wanted to have like a wood spirit facing me, but from the empty space, like I wanted to have like, so his beard is going to be coming down here to go along with the mustache, right? But I wanted to kind of have like a side view of a spirit face looking up this way. So his nose will be kind of like here, and then his beard will come around this way too, to use the negative space to make his nose stick out, if that makes sense. Does it? I don't know. I could also make like a tree blowing in the wind, kind of. I don't know. I'll just shut up and carve. Okay, so here's what we got so far. And you all don't need to tell me I got carried away. Got a couple mushrooms here. You got a tree here. And you got a wood spirit there. And you got a tree here too. Here's a shout out to you, Just Carved Rob. Here's one of your oak tree or whatever tree that little trees that you did. See, negative spaces, Pete. That's for you. The eyes, one circle in there and one, well, whatever. I don't know. I like that face. It kind of looks like spooky. Not spooky, but whatever. So I don't know. Looking at this piece now, it needs a moon in it, doesn't it? I think this face like says moon. So I got to figure out how I'm going to incorporate a moon into here. And I think I'm just going to have this like kind of like hair up here. Because I don't want to take too much away from this stuff. This is really hard wood, guys. Like I said, it's root. And you can see the grain in it. How it's all over the place. But I like that face. That's cool, I think. Anyways, it's only my opinion. So, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I should just keep carving, but I'm going to somehow carve like a moon in there, and it might have some red paint on it. Or a moon somewhere, I think, maybe. So I don't know, guys. I love to read the comments, and I do my best to reply to them the best I can. Anyways, I'm going to keep carving. Okay, kids, today's video is sponsored by Enough is Enough. So we got our tree in there, we got our little mushrooms, we got our face. Sorry, Rob, your tree fell out, and I kind of like the way it looks without it. So, I like that. Kind of looks like a devil horn, like kind of like a worn out horn on the side there. I've sanded this down to, I believe, 180 grit. I'm not going to sand anymore, guys, because it's just, that's how the tree fell out. And those mushrooms are getting pretty thin there too. So, let's see. Now what I'm going to do is I got this dollar store paint. I'm going to paint this moon red. Then I'm going to sand it to make it look antiqued. And I'm also going to, I decided I'm going to paint inside his eye red, that solid eye. I'm going to paint that red too to connect it with the moon. So, that's what I'm going to do. I like it. Okay, so here you can see I got the red paint in the eye and the moon. It's a little bit bright. Well, it's really bright. So I got this sandpaper. What's this? This is 180 grit. I'm just going to... So you can see by like taking lots of that red off, and you're going to see spots. I'm going to do this more and in the eye, and then I'll be back. And then I'll get the tongue oil, and we'll put a tongue oil on it. Okay, guys, so here it is. All that paint sanded. So let's get the tongue oil on it, excuse me, and let's hope it goes a little bit darker, which I'm sure it will. I'll set the camera up on the tripod, my camera holder. Okay, guys, so this is the tongue oil that I got. I just got some poured in this cup here, so I don't, whatever. Let's get this oil on. Oh, look how, this looks like a walnut color to me. But, I don't know. Who knows? See how darker that red's gone? It's not so bright. Just an old piece of driftwood, guys. And I believe the darker you leave the... I'm not no pro. Look at the colors in there. Probably hard for you to see. But the longer you leave it on, the darker it will go, possibly, I guess. So I'll finish this and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, here it is all done. I like how dark it went. It's kind of got that walnut color, but who knows? It's an old, it's just like the skin of a root, a massive root, right? So you can see all the different colors and stuff in there. I did take the red out of that eye, I just didn't like it. Excuse me. You see how that red in the sun kind of pops out now, or the moon? So anyways, guys, this was a real fragile carving. Hard wood, but some spots were pretty punky. Let me grab this. Just want to make sure I don't break it. You can see how thin it is. I epoxied right there because it started cracking at the moon. You can see a little crack right there while I epoxied it in, so hopefully it will stick. Yes, I signed it. So, but like you can see here, I did carving on the back too to make these points inside here look a little bit sharper, like for their example. But anyways, guys, that's it. There you can see in that nose all the different grains and way the wood goes, punky, not punky. The tree. I didn't do any details because I wanted you to see the real color of the wood, right? So it just goes to show you, if you carve a wood spirit or whatever you want to carve, just start carving. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be carving. If you don't like carving, start painting, start doing. Just find something to kill the time. You know what I mean? Find something to kill the time. And hopefully it becomes a passion and really helps you. But I'm going to stop talking now. Look how thin those mushrooms are. I'm going to stop talking now. It kind of looks like a wave down there too, right? It's kind of like an abstract piece. Whatever you want to see will come out. Whatever you want to see will be there. So I hope everybody's good. And we'll see you all, talk to you all soon. And if you like this video, hopefully you can subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.